100 kilogram.
Bakit chismis?
So, ano say mo? Tirik sa Mix Channel. Chit, 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 chit. Next ga. Isipin kahit kailan.
At makigulo tuwing gabi kasama ang Hangout with Mamoy.
Hangout with Mamoy.
Lunes hanggang Miyerkules, 8 p.m. at 9:30 p.m.
O ang Hangout with Mamoy.
Dito lang sa nag-iisang himpilan, Cool FM. Ang paboritong evening tambayan ng bawat kalamaw. Napapakinggan at napapanood pa sa radyo.
Sa bagong oras nito na 9:30 p.m. Tuloy pa rin ang saya.
Ito ang
With Master Jail.
Tuwing Sabado dito lang sa Cool FM.
The insane rock of Manila has never been this good. This is Rock Weekdays with G. Mondays to Fridays, 4:30 p.m. on Cool FM. Ang lahat ng drama, ang lahat ng tawanan, musika at anong paman. Magkakasama pa rin tayo mga kalamaw. Sa lungkot at ligaya, kami pa rin ang iyong paboritong tambayan. Broadcasting live from TVH Group of Networks. Ang iyong himpilan, ang iyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
You are listening to Cool FM.
Live from Cool Studios. This is koolNews Primetime.
Good evening, News One Visayas and Mindanao. This is koolNews at 6. My name is Cairo. You are listening right here on Cool FM Nationwide and also on News Radio 93.1, where we share the latest stories that care for you. Vice President Sara Duterte's threat against the life of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. showed her lack of recourse to legal and judicial remedies, which exposes her to criminal liabilities, the Department of Justice said Monday. Justice Undersecretary Jesse Andres said this as he veered that the DOJ was already studying all possible legal consequences Duterte might face after admitting that she instructed someone to assassinate Marcos, his wife Lisa, and cousin House Speaker Martin Romy Altes should she be killed. Andres even tagged Duterte's pronouncements, whom he tagged as a self-professed mastermind, as appalling. The important thing is that everyone should understand from those statements is the lack of recourse to legal and judicial remedies. That is appalling to in the situation where a high-ranking official would not have recourse to legal and judicial remedies to seek redress. Andres said. He added that no matter what Duterte's justification, justice should be instructed through a legal and judicial process. We cannot take the law into our own hands. No one shall expose that kind of thinking, and that is why I strongly believe that exposes her to criminal liabilities, he added. When asked if Duterte's recent pronouncements could lead to suspension or even impeachment, Andres responded that it would still depend on the Office of Ombudsman and the Congress respectively. It's not within the ambit of our authority to determine whether this should be grounds for impeachment, but I will only say that there are serious violations of the law in this act, Andres said. He also clarified that Duterte was not immune from criminal suits. She could be the subject of any criminal administrative case, and the Ombudsman also has the authority to do its duty to discipline and take necessary measures to deliver on its mandate as the investigator of all high-ranking government officials, Andres said. After revealing the assassination threat against Marcos and his family, Duterte has since backtracked from her statement, stating that it was maliciously taken out of logical context. However, Andres noted that Duterte herself stated that the murder plot was not a joke. He also noted Duterte to be the ultimate beneficiary in case the president actually gets killed. If such an event happens, who will benefit? She is the beneficiary of the death of the president, Andres said. so her words will have to be taken in the proper context, he added. He also noted that this was not the first time Duterte alluded to killing Marcos, referring to when she previously revealed that she also daydreamed about cutting off Marcos' head. That is a very serious action taken by the VP, and we have to go through the process and seek accountability for this, he said. Meanwhile, Vice President Sara Duterte responded to President Ferdinand Bongbong R. Marcos Jr.'s statement that if an incumbent president can be openly targeted for assassination, what more ordinary citizens by claiming that the Marcoses were behind the assassination of former Senator Benigno Nino Aquino Jr., I mean. During an ambush interview on Monday, Duterte was asked about Marcos' assurance that he would fight the vice president's threat against him, the First Lady and House Speaker Maggie Romeo Aldez. Duterte, in an online briefing over the weekend, said she has already contacted a hitman to assassinate Marcos, House of Representatives Speaker Martin Romeo Aldez, and First Lady Lisa Ayala Marcos if and when she gets killed.
PBS pa na kung ganun po kadali magplano pagpatay sa isang presidente, paano pa kaya sa pangkaraniwan ng mamamayan? Kung ganyan kriminal na pagtatangka, hindi dapat pinapit ang paas. Yan ay aking papalagaan, sabi ni PBBM.
Oo. Diba? Pumalag na yung buong bayan nung pinatay ng pamilya nila si Benigno Aquino Jr.
Kung sasabihin na raw kayo ng NBI,
I would gladly answer yung gusto nilang mga tanong na ipasagot. Pero dapat sumagot din sila sa mga tanong ko sa kanila. Mag-uusap na lang kami doon pag nandiyan na yung subpoena.
Duterte's outburst came after she went to the House premises on Thursday night to visit her detained Chief of Staff Undersecretary Yulaika Lopez. The office of the Vice President official was detained after she was cited for contempt by the same House committee. After leaving Lopez at 10 p.m. on Thursday, Duterte went to her brother's office, Davao City 1st District Representative about Duterte. When the House committee decided to transfer Lopez to the Correctional Institute for Women, Duterte held her expletives at Romeo Aldez and the Marcos couple and issued her assassination threat. Lopez was ordered detained at the House after being cited for contempt by the House panel, which has been prompting alleged irregularity in OVP and the Department of Education usage of confidential funds. Lopez was ordered detained at the House premises for 5 days until Monday. However, the contempt order issued against her was extended for 5 more days under the motion of ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro. It was also Castro who moved to hold Lopez in contempt to the OVP official's letter to the Commission on Audit, where she asked the agency to refrain from giving the House its audit observations on the confidential funds expenses of the OVP. Castro believes that Lopez and the OVP were ordering COA, which would have prevented the House from scrutinizing the OVP's transactions using public money. The motion for a contempt citation against Lopez was duly seconded and approved by the Panel Chairperson, Manila District Representative Joe Chua. And a security officer designated by Vice President Sarto to disperse the confidential funds for office at the Department of Education, lawmakers learned on Monday. DepEd former Special Disbursing Officer Edward Farjada, one of the Office of the Vice President officials, early cited for contempt and order detained by the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, revealed this during his first attendance on the probe on Monday. Initially, DepEd by Antipolo 2nd District Representative Romeo Acop asked Farjada about the disbursement process of 27.5 million confidential funds for the OVP. As he questioned Farjada, the lawmaker also showed the panel of voucher for the first quarter of 2023 signed by the four DepEd SDO. Earlier hearings revealed that the 112.5 million pesos confidential funds in question was redrawn in 3 separate checks amounting to 37.5 billion pesos each. Acop showed that Farjada issued these checks in the first 3 quarters of 2023. I only dispersed the security officer, no one else, Farjada told Acop in Filipino. So if anyone needs the fund, you only give it to the security officer for disbursement, Acop asked again. The former SDO answered in the affirmative. On hearing this, the lawmaker requested the name of the security officer in charge of the fund's disbursement. Colonel Dennis Nolasco po, Farjada answered. Acop then moved to invite Nolasco and panel Manila to District Representative Joe Chua approved. Following Acop's questions, one Rider Party List Representative Roman Rodrigo Gutierrez clarified with lawyer Gorilla Camora, team leader of the Commission on Audits, Intelligence, and Confidential Funds Audit Office, if the responsibilities of an SDO could be delegated. Camora said yes, prompting Gutierrez to grill Farjada further. So what is the point of the special disbursement officers? Did you understand, Mr. Chair? Most respectfully, you are the one bolded here. If DCF has the problem, you are the one who will answer to the Treasury. Do you understand that, Mr. Farjada? He asked. Yes, Your Honor, Farjada answered. So how can you say now, in full honesty, your certification that you handle personally for the disbursement of confidential funds? The lawmaker asked. I'm dispersing confidential funds to the security officer, the former SDO said. Later on during the hearing, Deputy Speaker David Suarez also asked Farjada, who designated Nolasco to disperse the funds. Farjada explained that he was informed by the DOJ about a designated security officer, referring to Nolasco. Suarez asked if the Duterte designated Nolasco to disperse the money, to which Farjada answered in affirmative. There is a paper saying that because you are the one who has the responsibility for this money. You should be the one who is dispersing it. So you cannot designate the authority and that power to anybody else. So now, is there a document that you can show that it came from the Vice President? Suarez asked. Can you produce that document, Mr. Farjada? He added, yes, Your Honor, Farjada said. It is now 9:11 p.m. as we will return with more latest news headlines that you need to know right here on koolNews Primetime. So stay along with us. We will be right back.
This koolNews edition was brought to you by Your Ace Supermarket, ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia. Katip's Hot Dog, amoy na amoy ang sarap. Kids can tell. Ladies' Choice Chicken and Ham Spread. MX3 Natural Supplements, verified with alpha, beta, and gamma mangosteen. MX3, tunay, natural at original. Neutral Light Style Low Fat Milk Powder. So good you'll float. Product excellence of Hongsang. And TVH, the home of entertainment. Tutok na sa TVH. Available in high definition via Delsat TV. Bisitahin ang youtube.com/@TVH Network PH para sa inyong paboritong mga highlights at live shows. Araw-araw ang ating Pasko sa iyong himpilan, ang inyong tahanan.
Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Kung pagpipiliin kung anong kakainin, gulay ang aking tanging hiling. Pero repolyo at carrots, mas sustansyang talaga. Broccoli at cauliflower, puno ng vitaminas. Sarap, bell pepper at saka sayote. Masarap na iulam, champion na putahe. Mabuti sa katawan, the best sa isipan. Mga gulay ang superstar sa aming kainan. Tara na't kumain at tangkilikin. Gulay na nakahain, huwag palalampasin. Raksanay, pa, puno-puno ng sustansya. Gulay number one.
Ang mensaheng ito ay handog sa inyo ng Department of Agriculture at ng hipilang ito. Mommy, may aircon na tayo sa CR?
Safeguard Arctic Fresh lang yan, nak. May cooling bango. At patay ang 99.9% of germs sa tested bacteria. Yung ibang sabon, hanggang lamig lang. Ito, may germ protection.
Oh, Mommy, wag na tayo bibili ng iba, ha? Dito lang tayo sa Safeguard Arctic Fresh. Shoo away germs. Germs off.
Want to start with this? Then and wait for the core.
Labanan natin ang virus, palakasin ang immune system. Uminom araw-araw ng C+ Vitamin C. Hindi basta-bastang vitamin C. Hindi 500 milligrams, mas pinalakas ito. Ginawang 1,000 milligrams talaga. Kauna-unahan sa Pilipinas na 1,000 milligrams vitamin C with zinc, rose hips at bioflavonoids. C+ Vitamin C. 10 pesos lamang kada tableta. C+ Vitamin C. Uminom ng isang tableta pagkatapos kumain. C+ Vitamin C. FDA approved. Para sa inyong mga orders, please call 0966-963-9705 or 0968-572-0844. Please follow our Facebook page, Nature's Medic Center for Alternative Medicine.
Namiss kita. Ikaw pa rin ang hinahanap-hanap ko. Alam ko you're still the one. Buti na lang, mas affordable na versus previous price. Ang best tasting creamer para sa kape mo. Coffee Mate.
Iwasan ang mahabang pila. Ang pandaraya sa buwis, bayan ang maghihinagpis. Tamang buwis ay bayaran sa ikaunlad ng bayan. Lahat tayo ay magtulong-tulong. Paghingi ng resibo ay isulong. Iwasan makandado. Magbayad ng wasto. Sa BIR magparehistro bago magnegosyo para hindi makalaboso. Magbayad ng maaga.
Isang public service announcement mula po sa 101.3 Radyo natin Ujongan at BIR RDO number 35 Romblon.
Now you have a healthier choice. Introducing the new Dunkin' plant-based donuts with 3 flavors to choose from: mango tart, mango cereal, and nuts, coconut crunch. Try it now. Available at selected Dunkin' stores nationwide at 50 pesos each.
Kahit may edad na kami, masigla pa din.
Tuloy lang sa activities. On the go!
Dahil sa healthy lifestyle at tulong ng Artrisin.
Para sa mga active adults, may Artrisin. Ang Artrisin ay undenatured type 2 collagen at MSM. Kasama ng proper diet at exercise, maaaring makatulong ang Artrisin.
Let's go!
Make your move, baby!
Artrisin, get going! Mahalagang paalala, ang Artrisin ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Mayong adlaw sa atong tanan, among gipaila-ila kaninyo ang Magnum C Herbal Capsule. Tungod sa mga sangkap diini, ang Magnum C Herbal Capsule maayo sa mga taong daling hangakon. Kulang sa resistensya o daling magkasakit. Maayos sa kinis sa mga nabughat o bina na pasmo sa kusog. Lipong-lipong tungod sa anemia. Ug daghan pang mga balatian. Magnum C Herbal Capsule ay available na sa tanang butika, pharmacy sa inyong mga lugar. Magnum C Herbal Capsule, the most trusted by seniors.
Want awesome TV? You don't need 175 reasons to get it. You just need 175 in load. With Signal Load 175, you can boost your entertainment experience without breaking the bank. Enjoy 30 days of free-to-air, plus premium local and international channels like PBO and Cinemo, Cartoon Network, Nick Jr., Rock Entertainment, Tap Sports, and many more for just 175 pesos. What are you waiting for? Load through Maya or GCash and start watching today.
EXL Makabawas.
Idol, si Randy Canedo ang inyong kauban sarado. Ako'y pailaila kaninyo ang EXL Makabuhay Plus. Masagigan din sa tanan. Wala na ilaing mulabaw pa niini. 17 ingredients nga purong herbal o vegan. Daghan ang naghatag na sa ilang mga testimony. Ay mo ang batasan ang pagtumar sa EXL Makabuhay Plus. Buntag, udto o gabi. Aron masigurado na to ang kahimsog sa atong panlawas. May buhay sa EXL Makabuhay.
Makabuhay! Protection? Yakult! With 8 billion live LCS? Yakult! That may reach the intestines alive! Yakult! Helps improve digestion and boost immunity! Yakult! With proper diet and exercise? Yakult! Kaya panalo ka dyan!
Tuhod, siko, baywa, pag laging pasan ang sakit sa kasukasuan, sign na yan ng arthritis o joint deterioration. Karaniwan kapag nagkakaedad na, kailangan ng tibay at ginhawang makakapitan. Kaya ng artrisin yan. May undenatured type 2 collagen at methylsulfonyl methane na maaaring makatulong protektahan ang kalusugan ng kasukasuan. Make the right move. Uminom ng artrisin araw-araw. Mabibili ang artrisin sa mga leading drugstores nationwide. Mahalaga ang paalala, ang artrisin ay hindi gamot at hindi maaaring gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Araw-araw ang ating Pasko sa iyong himpila, iyong tahanan.
Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
All right, welcome back to koolNews Primetime. Let's continue with our headlines. Apologies for some artifacts of the you have heard during the commercial break as I was preparing the voice meter to work. So I am gonna have to reboot the playout later during Hangout with Mama. So apologies to Colorfan Primetime listeners who are going to have a little bit of downtime later. Anyways, let's continue. No amount of noise can drown out the truth. House Speaker Martin Romualdez warned Vice President Sara Duterte on Friday as he accused her of diverting the public's attention from issues her office was facing. In a speech at the House on Monday, Romualdez said Duterte hurled unfounded and baseless accusations against him that he is supposedly plotting to destroy the Vice President ahead of the 2028 presidential race just to distract the people from the real issues at hand. Romualdez was referring to the issues raised during the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, particularly allegations of fund use irregularities in the office of the Vice President and the Department of Education, DepEd. Why these baseless accusations? The answer is simple: to divert attention from amounting evidence of fund misuse under her leadership at the OVP and the DepEd. The issues surrounding confidential and intelligence funds, the questionable disbursements, and the lack of transparency demand answers. We will not tolerate and accept vague explanations and evasive responses, Romualdez said. Instead of providing clarity, we have seen attempts to shift the narrative, to create distractions, and to fabricate stories. But let me remind everyone, the truth is resilient. No amount of noise can drown out Romy Altus' act. Romy Altus also reiterated his challenge to the vice president that she should just face questions thrown at her. If you're not hiding anything, why would you answer the questions? It is the right of the people to know the truth. Uh-huh. Accountability is not optional. Transparency is not negotiable. Uh-huh. Those entrusted with public funds must be prepared to explain where it was dispersed and how these resources were utilized. Romeo Altus said in a mix of Filipino and English. This is not personal. This is a discussion about accountability and public trust. Romeo Altus recently dared Duterte to show up at the House hearings if she did not want her office staffers to be quizzed regarding fund use issues. In an interview on the sidelines of the Bongo Filipino Celebration Fair in Albay Province, Romeo Altus was asked about Duterte's recent statement that the biggest challenge for her now it was seeing office of the vice president officials supposedly being dragged into attempts to prosecute her. Then she should have shown up and take the oath and talk and explain because all of her officials don't seem to know. I think it's only her who knows what happened with the funds, he said in Filipino. That's why she should explain. She should not give this responsibility to the officials. I hope she talks, he added. Test? Okay. All right. So, when the House Committee decided to transfer Lopez to the Correctional Institute for Women, Duterte held a briefing and cursed Romy Altus, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., and forced the lead Arianta Russian. Uh-huh. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, you're gonna hear me more here. A day after these statements from Romeo Altus, it was revealed that Duterte visited Chief of Staff Undersecretary Lulaika Lopez who was detained at the House premises. Duterte spent the night inside the Batasang Pambansa complex as she locked herself inside the room of her brother, Davao City First District Representative Abel Duterte. But when the House Committee decided to transfer Lopez to the Correctional Institute for Women, Duterte held a briefing and cursed Romeo Altus, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., and First Lady Lisa Arieta Marcos before threatening to kill them. In the same briefing, Duterte said that she had already talked to the contract killer about assassinating Romeo Altus and the Marcos couple if she would get killed. Earlier, Romeo Altus said Duterte's statement threatened the country's democracy, noting that violence should not have a place in Philippine society. Prior to Romeo Altus' speech, President Marcos already addressed Duterte's threat, saying that he would fight it. And President Bongbong Marcos Jr. said on Monday that he will fight back against the assassination threat made by Vice President Sara Duterte against him and his family. Marcos said in response to Duterte, who on Saturday claimed that she had hired someone to kill his wife Lisa and cause of Speaker Martin Romeo Altus if she herself is killed. Marcos said the Vice President's recent pronouncements were alarming. Here is the full statement of President Ferdinand Marcos.
Narinig natin itong mga araw. Nandiyan ang walang pakundangang pagmumura, ang pagbabanta ng atin. Kung gano'n na lang kadali ang pagplano sa pagpatay ng isang presidente, paano pa kaya ang mga pangkaraniwan na mamamayan? Yung ganyang kriminal na pagtatangka ay hindi dapat pinapalampas. Yan ay aking papalagan. As a democratic country, we need to uphold the rule of law. Ako, bilang pinuno ng Executive Department at lahat ng mga nanunungkulan sa pamahalaan ay may sinumpaang tungkulin Natutup din at pangangalagaan ang konstitusyon at ang ating mga batas. Kaya hindi tama ang pagpigil sa mga halal ng bayan sa paghahanap ng katotohanan. Hindi na sanang hahantong sa ganitong drama kung sasagutin lamang ang mga lehitimong katanungan sa Senado at sa House of Representatives. Ang katotohanan ay hindi dapat itokhang. Tapos na sana ang usapang ito kung tutuparin lamang ang sinumpaang panata na bilang lingkod bayan ay magsabi ng totoo at hindi hahadlangan. Imbis na diretsahang sagot, nililihis pa sa kwentong chicheria. Hangad ko na matuldukan na itong mga pangyayaring ito sa parang matiwasay at magdadala sa atin sa katotohanan. 12 taon din ako nanungkulan sa magkaparehong kamara ng Kongreso. Batid ko ang kapangyarihan iginawad sa kanila ng taong bayan at ng ating konstitusyon. Dahil dito, iginagalang ko ang kanilang gawa bilang isang independenteng sangay ng ating republika. Kahit ang buong executive branch, lahat ng mga ahensya ay hindi nakakaligtas at parating sumasailalim sa kanilang masusing pagsusuri. Bilang isang bansa, marami tayong mga paghamon na dapat harapin at mga suliraning dapat bigyan ng lunas. Sa kabila ng mga pambabatikos, nakatuon ang aking pansin sa pamamahala. Ngunit, hindi natin ikokompromiso ang rule of law. Kailangan manaig ang batas sa anumang sino man ang tamaan. Kaya hindi ko hahayaan magtagumpay ang hangarin ng iba na hatakin ang buong bansa sa burak ng politika. Igalang natin ang proseso. Tuparin natin ang batas. Alalahanin natin ang mandato na pinagkatiwala sa atin ng milyon-milyon na Pilipino. Magtrabaho po tayo sa ikauunlad ng Republika ng Pilipinas at para matamo ang bagong Pilipinas.
That was the full statement from President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos on Vice President strikes. It is now 9:30 p.m. and that is it for koolNews Primetime. As always, we will return tomorrow with the top of the morning headlines on koolNews Early Edition at 6 a.m. Until then, my name is Cairo and this has been koolNews Primetime. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care and mabuhay. Good night.
Dreams, whoa, yeah, yeah. Don't be scared, take a chance, come on, give me a hand. It's time to laugh, time to smile, now let's get up and dance. Come on everybody, let's live it up, let it out if you can't get enough. This right here gon' make you jump, jump, jump. This